solar lights are where it's at. Because these utility companies ripping people off. Big time. Yep. In the rain, shooting a gun, honey. These people is whack. Whack. I think the guy that's doing the shooting is one of our stalkers, and he be having manic episodes. I don't know what's wrong. We don't communicate with anybody around here. We just kind of like do our own thing. But he's always coming by, and he's always like making signs at the camera. So I don't know what that's all about. But you know, we do what we're supposed to do to get our property in order and to protect it. Yeah, I think that's where the gunshots are coming from, y'all.
Yeah, you just have to ask God for permission to take it.
Yep.
God said, ain't none of your time, it ain't none of your time.
It ain't none of your time.
See, it'll be his time.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Like my dad always says, we're doing something to tighten up our security. You know, we have always put a lot of lights out here and then cameras, but we have a new light that we have to install today because we have a problem area. We have a couple of problem areas, but this is one problem area that we're really concerned about because it's very close to where our children's library is located, and we don't want anybody coming on here messing with things that we have set up for the children. So let me show you what Dad is currently carrying, even though he's not supposed to be carrying it. This is our new light, y'all. This is our new street solar light. And what we're doing is making sure that we have enough light in this area, because one time I came back here for the book section and it was open. You could see that the camera went off, but there wasn't anything to see what the actual motion was out here. So we're just, you know, doing what we need to do to protect the property, to make sure everything stays safe and secure. I don't know why this area of the property is one of the sections that people like to stop at. I think it's a very vulnerable section of the property, so we're trying to remedy that situation right now. So Dad already has the ladder set up for us in order to install our new lighting system up here, our solar light. This is the light, and it's big, right?
Yeah, it's a big, powerful solar light, you know.
But Dad, tell them about this area over here.
This is a blind, this always been a blind area for our property, you know, because of the slope down there, and people can hide in that area that you can't see them. If you can stand over there on this side right here, you can see it. You can see it from this side right here, real good. That they park the cars right there, they hide right there, you know, and they'll step back and look at the property from that angle, you know, but now they won't be able to do it because of the solar lights and the camera, type of cameras that we have here. You know?
Yeah.
So you're putting an end to that.
Yeah. So like Dad said, that section right there is a hiding spot. And I don't know why people park over there. I don't know why people stand over there. They always standing right there in that section. And when we're actually coming out of our driveway, we cannot sometimes see around that corner. But thankfully, the county has been doing a decent job at maintaining and cutting the trees back from over there so that we can see around the corner. But I'm going to give you a closer look so you can see what we're talking about. So this is the corner that we're talking about. And people just like to hide right here. It's really weird. They just hide right here. So yeah, the cars are normally in this ditch area, and you see where it's at. It's kind of like a high mound right here, but you can see that you can kind of like be sneaking around, peering up at the property. So they park their cars here, and believe it or not, both men, you know, when we think of stalking, we mostly think of the males doing it, but both men and women are right here at this spot, right here in this area, and they come here just to stand. and look up at the property. It's really weird. It's been going on for a while, but because we had one of the bookcases open on our property and the camera went off and we couldn't really see who did it, we're going to go ahead and do more to protect our property by installing this light. And it has very good reviews, so we'll see if it's helpful. Dad is going to install it for us. But normally what's good about this spot, the county normally does what it can to kind of like keep it mulched up so that we can actually see, because unfortunately this is a blind spot for us when we're coming out of our driveway. You see the road right there? It's hard for us to see. So let me show you real quick where our driveway is located and you can see the area. So this is the road and that's kind of like a bend, and people usually go by this bend really, really fast, right? And this is where the driveway is. So we have to sit here and wait. And it's kind of a blind driveway for us because the road and people are coming by fast. So we have to be very cautious coming out of here. But like I said, it's a lot of people that just group and loiter in that particular area. And people are coming off the road to just park right here. And they just stay parked right here. It's really weird. I don't know why they're doing that, but we're getting ready to resolve this situation right now. So what did you say, Dad?
Well, we don't have no problem with putting the bracket up. But the wire that comes from the solar panel to the camera,
Yeah.
we had to take that loose so it won't be in the way.
Okay.
So we get that behind us.
Let me go around and look and see. Oh, okay. So we could be at the very top, right?
Yeah, we'll be at the very top.
Okay.
We can put it in no time.
And we can have better lighting in this area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it on the top out the way.
We actually got to take the solar, because you're trying to put the thing up here like this, right? So we got to take the solar panel down, right?
No, you got to take the solar panel down. We're going to put everything under the solar panel. Solar
Put it
panel is
right
up the way.
there. Is the bracket going to be right here, or is it going to be right here?
It's going to be right there.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
So let me just do this real quick.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Top of the solar panel.
Yeah.
Two heads is better than one.
Yeah. So this is.
So we hook everything. Watch out now. Be careful again now. Now we hook everything down there by the box.
This is solar panel we had to remove along with the wire in order to do our attachment for the new lighting system. This is the bracket that we have to install. So what we need to do is put a screw on this side right here inside of the back part of the post, and then we'll have what do you call those? Is it called hex nuts or whatever?
Yeah.
Or hex bolts going through this direction right here. So this is what we're getting ready to put at the back of this post.
No. We're going to slide this over there and slide the whole thing over the top, then tighten it up.
Oh, okay. So Dad has a different way he wants to do it. So let's show you. This is the thing. This is the bolt with the washer that has to go in the back. Remember to always use galvanized when you're dealing with outdoors. So this is a galvanized bolt. You see it? And it's going to go right here in the back, and it's going to go flush against that particular post. So this is what we're working with right now.
We're going to put that in last.
Put this up last?
They're going to put that screw in there last.
Okay. So Dad wants us to go ahead and take a bolt and start putting all 4 bolts inside these different slots right here, so that we could just slide this on top of the post.
Get the washer too.
So we got the washers, and we're dealing with a bolt that is 6 inches, and it's a 3/8. Dad's like, can't use his hands, so he relying on me to do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of faith. A lot of faith Dad got in me.
No, you got it.
Said I got it, y'all. So we just basically putting all 4 bolts on ahead of time, and then just gonna try to slide the light from the top of the post. There we got a total of 8 washers, right?
Yep.
8. One for this side and one for the other side.
The opposite side, yeah.
So on the other side, we're putting a washer and then we're putting a nut. And we have to do this for all 4. I'm just going to do it by hand. Dad is still waiting on his hands to heal, y'all. He's starting to get a little bit of feeling. Is it getting better, Dad?
Yeah, it's getting better. Thank you for the castor oil.
Oh, he's putting that castor oil on his hands every single day.
Yeah, the Putin family sent me.
Yeah. The Pruitt family sent him a nice organic bottle of castor oil, and he's using that every day. But he still, you know, has a little bit of numbness, so it's going to take a minute to get that taken care of. So in the meantime, I am now the official worker around here. My dad is the more assist. I still do whatever he tells me to do, though, and let him guide me while I do the work. Okay, that's it, Dad.
Okay, hold on. Let me go and give him a 4x4 real quick.
Okay.
Okay, then we do it the right way. Before we're going to have to get on that loud yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So Dad is going to go get a piece of 4x4 so that he, like he said, we won't have to be up on any of these ladders trying to guess what the spacing should be for this particular lighting system. Let me just show you up close what this light looks like before we actually install it. I'm very impressed with it. I know that Dad showed you this light while it was in his hands, but this is the actual board where the solar parts are located, and this on the other end, let me turn it around for you. This is the actual light. It has such good reviews. It's really a shame you have to go through all of this because, you know, a lot of us think that, hey, you can move to the country. It's going to be peaceful. It's going to be quiet. But with any area, you never know. I know a lot of people said, I wish you would have talked to your neighbors beforehand. I think people don't show who they are until they see you doing well. To be honest, they didn't know our vision. They didn't know what we were getting ready to do with our property. And even if we had spoken to them in the beginning, they probably would have been like nice. But it's when the development starts and we start putting things together and start making magic happens. That's when you start encountering the hateful side of people, the jealous side of people, especially the ones that aren't doing anything for themselves and their loved ones. And they have all this time on their hands. They're really bad about monitoring us, keeping up with what we're doing. It's really, really awful. And I don't know anybody that I would feel the need to constantly go over to their house uninvited or go over to their property uninvited and knowing that I have hatred in my heart for that person. But that's what they do. And it's really, when I say it's bad, it's really bad. It's really bad. It's constant. And we know that they're not going to change because they're working for the other side. They're working for some demonic, you know, spirits or demonic entities that we don't work for, you know. So we're doing our best to protect ourselves from this mindset and these type of people. And Dad went and got a 4x4 so we can better gauge what we're doing. So here he comes. Dad got the 4x4. So we can get back to business, y'all.
Put this right here in the middle.
Put that in the middle. I'm glad you went and got that, Dad. We was doing it too much. So now we have to take some of them loose some.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh, the rain wants to start coming down again. Dad, you the one that kept telling me, go, 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 go.
Get it.
But it's coming together. Got it?
I got it.
Oh, Lord. There it is, Dad.
Okay, let me get that.
Whew. So every time I tighten, the light gets higher and higher. So we got caught in the rain a little bit during the installation of the light. So we're taking a small break and we want to go over the part about security and properly securing your property, as we always talk about. Ladies, when you get your property, make sure you have enough money set aside for what again? Your fence, your solar lighting, and especially your cameras and your signs saying no trespassing, because you will not believe the amount of people that do not respect private property rights. So a lot of people are like, oh, you're doing a lot to protect your property. Well, you better. We better. Because these people are some evil-minded people out here.
Tell about the trucks. The guys have all that junk on the back of the trucks, and they come out here looking for a place to dump the garbage.
Yeah, that's another thing. Dumping is highly it's done often. So you also have to not just protect your property from people that are illegally hunting on it, but the people that come in dump trash onto your property. We have like dumping signs on our particular road because there's people that come through with trash trying to find a place to get rid of their trash.
And make sure that you put your gates up there secured. Okay, when you buy them gates, the long gates, well, how many feet them gates were? 12 feet?
Well, our first one was 12, yeah.
Next one 16.
The next one is 16.
So they sit on brackets, next to the post. They got brackets that they sit on. So what these guys would do, they would come on your property, unloose the screws, lift up the gate, and come on your property. So what you have to do, you have to put change around your gate so it make it harder for them to come in on your property.
Yeah, chains on both sides of the gate.
Yeah.
Just properly secure it. And if you're storing things, just be aware not to use the little cheap sheds from Home Depot if you're not on site, because they will break into your shed.
Yeah, them little aluminum shed, they'll break in the back of it and all your stuff is gone.
And all your stuff is
You know
gone.
what I'm saying?
So lighting, that's what we're doing right now, trying to fix the issue, because for whatever reason, that particular corner got the most people we haven't even seen before. We don't know any of these people, and they're always over here. So,
and keep your property maintained. Maintenance on your property is very important. People think that if we don't keep this property maintained, people think that we don't come out here and check on the property. And once they get to that level right there, they'll come out here boldly. Now, we've been noticing that it's several cars that look like my daughter's car.
oh my God.
And we don't see several trucks that look like this truck now. Before we didn't see that, but now
I used to have the only Ford Fusion dark gray car on this street when I first purchased the property. Now there is about 7 of them. And guess what? There's actually one with the same make and model in probably the same year. But my car has like this, the hood is fading, like the paint is fading off the hood. And guess what? Now there's another car on this that travels on the same road that looks exactly, down to the faded paint. What's the likelihood of somebody having the same fading paint design that I have on their vehicle. And then now somebody's coming through real slow that has the same Chevy truck that dad has.
Mm-hmm.
The same old, like we have an older one. So it's the same kind. It's not a newer one.
See, we're not complaining. What we're telling our viewers of what exactly is going on. So when you get your property, especially if you get prime land, don't let nobody deter you from your investment. You know, you might bought your prime land for 50,000. Then 5 years it might be worth 500,000. You know, so you don't let nobody deter you from your investment. But what we are saying, watch out for these games that people play to try to get your property or try whatever they got on their mind.
The take for me, it really is an envious thing, and it really is criminal minded, and they're just focusing on what they can take from others instead of just going out there and working for themselves. It's a lot of lazy people. It's a lot of lazy people, and the amount of traffic, like peekaboo traffic, people coming by just to see what you're doing, checking on you. The amount of traffic during the daytime on a weekday lets you know these people are not working a 9 to 5. They're not doing a lot for themselves.
I remember
the men and the women.
I remember when we first came out here, it was a little guy. He looked like a little guy. Could have been a grown man, you know, because he always had covers all over his face. He'll go one way with an empty bag in his hand, and by 1 or 2 of the afternoon, he'll come back with a bag full of stuff, you know, heading in the opposite direction, you know. And where he get all that stuff from, we don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But lately, we haven't been seeing him for the last, about 5 or 6 months, right?
Mm-hmm. It's been a minute.
Yeah. But
you just got to be careful.
You just have to be careful, you know.
Because this world is a crazy world. And just because you move out to rural America, don't expect to have quiet. Don't expect to have peace. Because it's a lot of people that don't operate like that. Mm. They don't. They got a lot of hatefulness and a lot of idle time and a lot of evil in their mind. So they just sit around and plot a lot. So that's what we wanted to talk to you about while we're in the car waiting. It looks like the rain is starting to subside a little bit. So we're getting ready to get back out and start working. The rain will not let us be great. It's taking about a good 2 to 3 hours for us to put this one light up. Like I said, it's really heavy. I like the way it's turning out though. So let me show you what it looks like from the street. Looks good, y'all. Look at it in the background. Solar lights are where it's at. Because these utility companies ripping people off. Big time. I think that was a gun. Yep. In the rain, shooting a gun, honey. These people is whack. It looks really good. Everything's coming along really well. But anyway, I want to show you what the light looks like from the road, y'all. It looks so good. Hold on for a second. I think the guy that's doing the shooting is one of our stalkers, and he be having manic episodes. I don't know what's wrong. We don't communicate with anybody around here. We just kind of like do our own thing. But he's always coming by, and he's always like making signs at the camera. So I don't know what that's all about, but You know, we do what we're supposed to do to get our property in order and to protect it. Yeah, that's the light, and look at it. It looks amazing. It looks so good. Dad, your friend had a lot of time on his hands today. Oh my God. But the light looks really, really good. So the thing about Black people, we have so much joy. We don't worry about the stuff that people do. Because not everybody has that good spirit with them and have a connection to God. And we realize that there's just beings walking this planet that's on the other side. They don't have a good connection with the one and only true God. So we don't worry about what they're doing. We still keep our joy. We still keep focused. But in the meantime, we letting our light shine, and our light is going to be shining even more brighter because of our new installation over there where Dad's at. So it's all working out, y'all. It is all working out. We just got to put that center bolt in, and we are done for today. And we'll do an update video just to let you know how it looks and how it turns out. God is still in control, and we're doing great things. So this is what's going on right now. Beauty. Look, I'm gonna show you one last time. Whew. Dad, why that man wants your attention so bad? Dad, you better start talking like that man on Tom on Boondocks, Dad. He said, you can't have me. Tell him he can't have you, Dad.
I don't believe in God, man.
Yeah.
I don't worry about it. You don't have, see, death have to ask God for permission to take it.
Yep.
God said, ain't none of your time, it ain't none of your time.
It ain't none of your time.
See, it'll be his time.
Just to make sure it stays in the right position. Dad put some more rocks down there.
Yeah.
But
that's all they want. They want some attention. They ain't got no attention. They got nothing.
they don't have any attention, Dad. Why they want attention from a man, Dad?
They go way back to slavery. You know what I'm saying?
Go way back to slavery.
We'll talk about that.
Oh my God.
Get some big rocks.
Need some bigger rocks. So Dad is making sure that our post is stable and won't be leaning over, because the light is, when I say it's heavy, it's heavy. Like I said, it took us almost 3 hours to put it up because, and this is excluding the rain, right? It took us about 3 hours to put it up, excluding the rain, and the light fixture is heavy. So I do notice that anytime we do anything to put up a fence, to develop our property, to move in a positive direction, we always have these negative forces come out. And what you just saw is an example of a negative force.
Did you hear the gunshot?
Yes. The gunshots are like right there.
Yeah.
And you know, we're not scared of guns. So I don't know what that's about. But you know, people try to do things to be intimidating. In the rain, y'all, in the rain, like they don't take their medication or something. I don't know what that is. But anyway, we're still moving forward, and we'll do a follow-up video to let you know whether or not the light works the way it's supposed to. We're hoping that, you know, I don't know if it'll come on tonight because it's an overcast and we're not getting enough sun today. So I don't know if it'll come on tonight and I'll be able to show you guys. But in the meantime, we will do a follow-up video, and we're going to finish what we're doing with this installation. We just got to put the bolt in the center, and then we're done. So remember, as always, to hype us up. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, y'all, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. Okay. So you just got to always remember, when they have these drug-infused rage moments, you still keep going. When the hate sets in them and they feel like they have to let loose, you still keep going. Always remember what you are doing in the task that you are on. Dad always tells me, do not, all of a sudden get like, oh my God, these people are doing horrible things, and retreat. No, you remember what you were supposed to be doing, and you still go. You still keep going. And that's what we do. Dad is up there helping me on the finishing touches. And honey, whew, we are doing marvelous things. And there's no devil on earth gonna stop it. No demonic force, no fox that try to wave at you to come back and start shooting up because they see you improving your property. They love to play games out here, even the ones that wave at you. I don't know. I told Dad stop waving at that fool.